My friends, today I want to talk to you about box and whisker plots. Now, what those are a kind of graph that allows us to see the distribution of the data more clearly. So let's go ahead and jump in. To start with, I have this set of data. First things first I want to do is order my data, get it in order. So if I'm going through, as I told you before, we want to set up a squiggly line, and we go through from smallest to biggest, and we always mark them off as we go. So let's go ahead and do that. I see that 3 is my smallest number. I'll put my 3 and I'll mark it off. My next number is going to be a 5, and I'll mark it off. Next is going to be my 7s here. I think it's true. So 2 7s, mark them off. Next is going to be my 8, mark it off. Got a 9 coming, mark it. 10, mark it. 12, mark it, and 14. And be sure to always mark it off. So now here's my ordered set. That means it's consecutive from smallest to biggest. Now what I'm going to want to do is figure out what my median is. And so before I even jump in, I want to know, do I have an odd or an even number? Because that makes it easier for me to know what I'm looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, odd number. That means there is one number in the center of this set. Let's go find it. I go in 1, I go in 1, I go in 1, I go in 1. This 8 appears to be the median of my set. Now I'm going to verify that and make sure that I have the same number of data values on both sides. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is balanced. This is definitely my median. 8 is my median. Okay, so then let's go ahead and look at breaking the left side up into its median. So if I just look at this value here, this set of data right here, like it was one smaller set, I've got 3, 5, 7, and 7. Excuse me. So if I want to know the value of this lower set, what I need to do is figure out what the mean is for these two numbers, because this is what's in the center, right? Now just looking at that, you probably can tell that the mean is 6, because 5 plus 7 is 12, divided by 2 is 6. So my median here for this value is 6, for this side of the set. My median for this side, let's take a look. It's going to be the same center too. I've got these two right here, and I need to, because I'm figuring out the median for this whole set. These two numbers fall in the center, so again, let's find the average. You could probably find the middle point between these pretty easily. The exact middle between 10 and 12 is 11. But let's verify it. 10 plus 12 is 22. We divide that by 2. Sure enough, it's 11. So now I've got some values. Also, please notice the bottommost number in my set here, important, and the topmost number in my set here, important. Okay, so now the only other number I didn't pull down is this one. Let's go ahead and pull it down. So I have 5 important numbers. These are the 5 numbers that you need to create your box and whisker plot. Now, as we're looking at these numbers, let's identify them. 3, well that's easy. That was our smallest number. We're going to use a different number than smallest. We're going to use minimum. You should know that word. Minimum means the least amount it could possibly be. And then, let's go to the opposite side. What do you suppose this word's going to be? You're right. It's going to be the maximum. And now these 3 numbers, what are we going to call those? So let's just remind ourselves what these were. This was the exact middle point of the data set. It's like halfway through the data set. This was exactly halfway through the first half. So it's like the 1/4 way, right? 1/4. And this was halfway through the second half of the data set. So it was like 3/4 of the way. Notice I'm using this word quarter. You know what a quarter is, it's 1/4. Well, that's related to what we're going to talk about here. These are called quartiles. Quartiles. Okay, so this one will be Q1, 1, or quartile 1. This one will be Q2, or quartile 2. And this one will be Q3, or quartile 3. Now, what I need to do is take that information, those values that I've figured out, the minimum, the Q1, Q2, Q3 values, and the maximum, and put them into a graph that goes onto a number line. So here's what it's going to look like. Here's our number line. And my minimum value is 3, my maximum value is 14, so why don't I just start at 1 and go all the way up to 15. Let's see, how many do I actually have here? 2, 3. So I could go right here and that would be enough. So, there's my number line. This is 15. Each one of these is 1. So 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, my number line works out. 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's my number line. You can create those very easily in your math journal, and that's what you're going to do here. Then I want to plot each of my points. Let's plot a point for number 3. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. So right here. And then let's plot a point for Q1, which is going to be 6. So 5, 6. We'll plot a point for Q2 is going to be 8. Did I do that wrong? 1, 2, 3. Wow, I did it all wrong. Thanks for keeping me safe. Clear here, guys. 1, 2, 3. So that's my 3. 6 for Q1 is going to be here. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Woo-wee! And then, hi Elena, just give me 1 second, okay? Okay, then I'm going to plot my Q2. That goes here. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to plot my Q3 right here at 11. I'm going to plot my maximum at 14. And now I'm going to take my values in the center, these 3. I'm going to make a little box out of them. Like this, with a line through the Q2 number. So I see Q2, Q1, Q3, and then I put these little whiskers off of the box out to those outer values. That is my box and whisker plot for this data set. So what you're going to do is find the median of the lower half, find the median of the upper half, and then you're going to graph all those numbers on this number line to create your very first box and whisker plot. Good luck, everybody!